Hello Air Gunners, Bryce POI. We're here in the air gun kitchen to introduce you to my 3622 that's been converted over to a 3677. And that is done with this 23-inch 177 caliber barrel. It's unchoked. Okay, the things that have been changed on this is obviously the barrel, the steel breech, the melon long probe bolt, and the handle, bolt handle. I have not done any mods to the trigger yet due to recent developments with this performing better than I thought it would. I most likely will do the trigger mod on it, probably the 3-screw mod. I recently changed the scope. I had a bug buster on there as late as yesterday, and I had this one laying around, so I thought I'd put on the CV Life 41644. And come to think of it, I don't even have this one dialed in yet. I don't think. Yes, I do. This one's dialed in. This one's ready to go. Pardon me. And I also added this Donnie FL, the one that's got the FX logo on it. It's kind of a mid-range. It's a little bigger than the Tonto, but not as big as the Sumo. So it's an in-betweener. I'm not sure how it works yet. It does have a larger, it's meant for a larger caliber with that larger hole at the end, so it's not, it's probably not optimized on a 177, but it does look good on there for this video, so that's why it's on there. Now I did want to go over some of the functional things about this gun. The air tube, obviously, is very small diameter. My suggestion is an 1800 fill on this. I've done quite a few shot strings on this with different transfer ports and springs. And what I found is 1800 is the optimal because you're right in the sweet spot. You're in the balance phase of the hammer spring and the pressure in the cylinder. So you don't have to go, if you put it up to 2000, you're not at the sweet spot. You have to climb that mountain first because the pressure is too high in the cylinder. And then you're climbing, and then you reach your sweet spot. So what I've found here is 1800 is the number you want. Now, this is my opinion. A lot of you guys just want to fill it up and go, and that's fine too, but I would rather start off with the most accurate phase of which is basically in the balanced phase. So you're guaranteed to get your best accuracy because your velocity is going to be very similar on each shot. Okay, now the hammer spring adjuster. You see here I put a little scallop in there so I can get the 3/16 Allen in there to adjust it. And it does work. I do have that to report. It does work. But it's Loctited from the factory, red Loctite. So you have to break it loose, take the stock off, hold it with some pliers with some tape on it so you don't gouge anything up, but you have to break it loose. It's a 3/16 Allen, so it's nice and hefty to break it loose. And then you're going to want to probably take off this rear cap here, this bottom one down here. And your hammer spring obviously is in there, and you're going to want to hold it when you take it off so it doesn't spring out. But remove all that debris in there from the Loctite and then put it back in there. And then what I want to report about it is the total amount of travel is 1.5 turns. That's from all the way out to all the way in. So the total travel, 1.5 turns, and the amount of increase was 60 FPS from all the way out to all the way in. I gained 60 FPS. It went from 690 FPS up to 750. So it does work, and you can gain by enabling that to function. All right, air gunners, we're going to do some 23-yard range shooting. I'm going to probably use the Tonto, and I'm definitely going to be tethered with a 1540 reg bottle, Ninja bottle. And we do 5 to 7 shots. Probably 7. Okay, here we go. 23 yards. Decided to go for 7. All right, air gunners. Back at the airgun lab. And little disappointing, this vertical stretch here. This is a pellet hit here, so this ends up being kind of a bad group for 23 yards. I was hoping this was a tear down here, but it's not. So That's an impact. This, I have no idea if there's impacts here, but this, it's like a 0.4, so 4/10. All right. Right, air gunners. Thanks for watching. Keep putting on the hits.